in the context of international integrations or program international business degree awarded by the Vietnam National University, Hanoi. It's designed to meet the requirements of the American, Canadian universities, and it also can be transferable into some training program of some other universities like the universities of West England, Hugo College, or Thompson's River Universities. With this program, we aim to produce the student with the high qualities and good English skill that meets the requirements of the domestic and international labor market. Students, after graduate this program, they can work in corporations, multinational companies, export, import, firms, and other financial corporations and banks. Well, right now, I will show you how an international business lab is taught.
My name is Dr. Chang, and if nothing changes, I'm going to work with you throughout the whole course, which means that we are going to work together in the next 15 weeks. So, because today is our very first lecture, I think we should have some brief introduction to help you to understand what is this course about and particularly what we are going to do in the coming weeks, okay? So there are basically two questions that we would like to answer in today's lecture. The first thing is, what is this course about? And the second thing is, what are we going to do in the upcoming weeks? So, about the first question, what is this course and what is it about? So the name of the course is Strategic Management, and in order to understand what strategic management is, you will need to understand what strategy is. You can see these three cartoons easily, right? So I'm going to give you some examples about a strategy. First of all, you all understand what strategy means in Vietnamese, right? So when we talk about strategy, what comes up in your mind? For example, for myself, when I talk about strategy, I would think about something intelligent, something smart, something big, right? So what is in your mind if we talk about strategy? Logic, yes, right? What else? Creative, good. So I think that there is a tendency that when we talk about strategy, we think about something very big, something that we will need to plan in advance. But the truth is that strategy can appear in a lot of aspects in our life. For example, I'm going to give you some examples. This one. I would need a strategy in order to get an A+ for all of the courses that I'm going to take in this semester. The second, I would need a strategy in order to get a well-paid job after graduation. So I would expect to have a job that the salary would be $1,000 or $2,000 per month. Or something very simple, that I would need a strategy that will help me to be able to sleep until 7:30 and still be able to be on time for the class. So, what do you think strategy is? You all have this one. So what is this? To get an A+ for all courses, to get a well-paid job, to be able to sleep until blah blah blah. What is that? You need a what? You need a plan, right? A plan to... Right. You need a goal. You need a target. You need to have a clear goal, very clear destination where you want to be. And the strategy is everything that you would do in order to achieve that goal. So we have just talked about what strategy is, and now we are going to talk about what we are going to do in the upcoming 15 weeks. Now, what do we study in this course? To help you to craft a strategy for a firm. And I'm going to give you another example. Who is he? Who is he? Pahansa. Yes, that is his name, but what is he doing? Coach. He's a coach of? Football? That's the exact name of the football. Which kind of football match? Which kind of football team is that? Vietnam national football team. Why is he so famous? Why is he so famous? I think that he's one of the most popular Korean men in Vietnam. Everybody knows him and a lot of people love him. Why? He helped? Yeah.
Choosing Vietnam national football team to have a clear strategy to be the winner.
Good, good, very good. So he did a lot to help our national football team to gain a lot of victories, right? And everybody loves him because of that. We have so many famous coaches, but I think he's one of the most successful coach for the Vietnamese national football team. Now he has a good strategy for the team for every match, right? So let's talk about football. I think everybody knows what football is, and let's talk about a football match. So think about a football match. What is your goal in a football match? To win over the other match, right? So you need a strategy to gain that goal. You need a strategy to win the competitor. But in order to build or to craft that strategy, it is not that you just sit and then you take a pen and then you write out everything you think in your mind. You will need to do a lot of analysis, evaluation in order and to gain a lot of understandings about many factors that can help you to win, right? So if you want to win over your competitor in a football match, which kind of understandings or which kind of things that you think you will need to understand or to have a thorough understandings?
The strategy of the competitor.
Okay, you want to understand about your competitors. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Anything else? There are a lot of factors that can influence the way how your team play and the way how your team can win. And in addition to the competitors, what else do you need to know about or to understand? Our weakness, right? And in addition to weakness, what else? Now, in contrast to weakness, what is strength, right? So you want to understand about your competitors, you want to understand about yourself. Now, I'm going to give you a very small exercise let's say this is a brainstorm exercise. So let's divide the class into 3 groups. Each of you have some sticky notes like this. So each group, you have 2 minutes. No, you have 1 minute. So you have to think very fast. You have 1 minute, and all members will need to write down all of the factors that you think will influence the performance of a football match, of the performance of a team in a football match. Okay? Competitors, yourself, your own weakness, your own strength, and the other things I don't know. You will need to think about that. Think about everything that can influence the way how a team can play in a football match. Okay, write down as many ideas as possible, and then after 1 minute, you will stick all your ideas on the whiteboard, and then we will see how many who is the team that have the most ideas, right? Okay, that can have as many ideas. So let's divide the class into 3 groups. Work together, like 5 students in a group, and I'm going to give you 1 minute, and I'm going to count the time for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? 1 minute for you. Start from now. 1 idea, 1 note, and you will need to stick all of your notes on the board. 10, 9, 8, 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up! Go to the board and then all of your notes onto the board. You did work very hard in the 1 minute, right? You found a lot of factors. Wow, I'm amazed. Okay, so for each group, I would like one member to come here and then to tell me in the class what you have found. Okay, all of the factors that can influence the way how the team play and influence how the strategy can be. Group number 1, who volunteers to come here? Yes, please.
As you can see, there's many factors influence to the match, like ability of each player, our health, referee, the stadium, the focus, situation, the fun action, the emotion, the weather, the lucky, and also the manner, situation of each player. So that's all the factors. Okay. We just found 19 factors. Yeah, just 19 factors.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is the courage of the audience, our weakness, our strength, lucky, teamwork, weather, focusing, our health, skills, psychology, their weakness, strategy, coach, healthy food, their health,
Healthy food, right?
yeah, stadium or place, shoes, their strength, and the last one is clothes.
Okay, good job. Okay, let's see what you have.
My team find out that 18 factors influence the team play football. At first, it is form of art, and help fast and slow, tall and short, position, goalkeeper, referee, health, motivations, skill, injured, audience, substitutes, form, spirit, opportunity, and magic.
Okay, thank you. So this is a football match, but how we craft a strategy for a company is kind of more or less the same. When you run a company in a market, you would want to understand about your company, your strength, your weakness, what you have, which kind of resources you have. You will also want to understand about your competitors. So who are in the market with you, what they have, what are their strengths, what are the weaknesses. You will also want to understand about other factors, for example, the laws from the government, about the weather, the climate, and so on and so forth. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.